Bonjour, je suis sur le jeu Vampire et là je suis en train de visiter West End dans la... Je me rapproche de la quête principale. Voilà.
Good evening, miss. Can I help you? I'm a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I am Karina Billow. I don't need any doctor. The rats. Where are the rats?
Miss, you don't seem well at all. Are you afraid of rats? Has one bitten you?
No, it's me who bites them. Tasty, juicy, disgusting rats. I can't stop eating them. Help me, please. Help me to disobey the voice.
Non bah tiens, elle a les mêmes yeux que l'un de mes chats. Les yeux verront.
What happened to you?
The rats. The answer hides in their little crunchy bones. Their juicy, tiny brains.
Miss Billow, please, try to concentrate. Why do you worry about rats?
The voice in my head.
Do you feel compelled to obey that voice, miss?
Yes.
Tell me about the voice.
Keep your mouth shut, he said.
What is the local news hereabouts, Miss Billow?
Shadows. Shadows hunting shadows. Whispers in the dark. Pestilence. Suffering. Death.
Tell me about yourself, Miss Billow. What do you do for a living?
Oh, I'm hungry. Need to eat. Have you got something for me? Blood, perhaps? Can you give me blood, Dr. Reed?
Don't you remember who you are, miss? What you did for work?
I was strong, proud.
I must go now.
Je vais espionner.
You make me sick, you juicy, warm treat. Damn it! Oh my, what have we got here? A dead rat. Oh, so gross, so tempting. Eternal life. Through the blood of the lesser beasts, he said. Oh, dear God, help me. Save me, for I can't stand what I've become.
I cannot enter.
Rats.
Why do you eat rabbit?
Their flesh contains the path to immortality. I have to eat them all, if if I want to live. Help me. Please. Make it stop.
I don't know if I can, miss. You have been tricked, forced to play a disgusting game. I don't know how to save you.
Kill me then, Doctor. Take my life. I beg you.
Ouais, bon, bah, j'étais en train de faire autre chose, donc du coup, je sais pas ce qu'elle a dit, et donc je sais pas ce que je dois répondre. Et y a aucune réponse qui me convient, même si je ne sais pas ce qu'elle a dit.
If that's really what you want. Is it really what you want, Miss Billow?
No, it's not what I want. I wanted to live forever, but I've been tricked. Now, I want this torture to stop. So, yes, sir. Make it stop.
Ah tiens, elle va me le réécouter.
The path to immortality. I have to eat them all if I want to live. Help me. Please. Make it stop.
I don't know if I can, miss. You have been tricked, forced to play a disgusting game. I don't know how to save you.
Kill me then, Doctor. Take my life. I beg you.
If that's really what you want. Is it really what you want, Miss Billow?
No, it's not what I want. I wanted to live forever, but I've been tricked. Now, I want this torture to stop. So,
donc c'est un école qui s'est moqué d'elle, d'accord.
I must go now.
Ok. Ok, ça c'est pour aller au dock. Je sais pas, peut-être que je peux déverrouiller la porte. Voilà. Quelqu'un que je connais pas ici.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Jonathan, is that you? I did not know you were back in London. Oh, my dear Johnny. I'm so...
Thank you, Venus.
I was going to...
Ok.
Forgive me.
I'll tell you what.
Donc, on la verra plus tard. Ok. Et là, il n'y avait pas un portail à ouvrir? De déverrouiller ça. Ok. Donc ça, c'est l'accès à Whitechapel. C'est ça? Oui.
Good evening, sir. May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Clarence. Clarence,
I almost didn't recognize...
when did you...
You know what's funny?
What is this?
Well, I saw terrible things,
I know what you mean.
Of course.
How is your...
We've spent so much time away from...
But you're alive.
You believe me, it's not quite that...
Is everything all right at home?
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of...
You need some rest.
J'ai pas un médicament pour lui, d'ailleurs.
Good evening, old
En
chap.
rade.
I won't...
Do you need medical... What can I say?
Ah bah oui.
I hope we're talking about the same...
You need some rest.
Ok. Une fois je retourne voir sa femme, elle est là je crois.
Hello again, Venus.
Jonathan,
Ah bah non, je peux pas lui parler.
Forgive me.
I'll...
Ça libère un indice mais je peux pas lui parler. Là, je suis déjà allé.
The Ascalon Club. Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr.
Wait, no!
Don't worry, Dr. Reed.
Your mother.
My name is Charlotte, sir.
I understand she also taught you how to tease. What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like
Yes.
a small world, is it not? Did you...
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reed?
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individual...
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
What are you doing?
You mean, what do I do outside at night?
Actually, yes.
Well, if you must know, I can...
Are you a...
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to convince me.
Really?
How the locals will...
People here can't wait for a wall to be...
Explosives are very dangerous.
She is my best friend.
Have you any reason to be worried?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... Well, she got interested in vampires.
Let me guess.
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone. You have...
Tell me about your...
What do you want to know?
Who are your real...
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea...
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see? And one day, I'll have my death to face.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor.
What are you doing?
Well,
what exactly?
your name and profession, obviously, and the mystery about your maker. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your sister, sir. Mother says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reed? Or you?
Of course not.
Good to know.
Your mother is not like any...
I believe she thinks...
Do you know why?
No, I don't. Each time...
Do you ever regret that you...
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me. If so, where are they buried? How was it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
Why do you still hope to become a vampire in spite of your mother's refusal?
It's the immortal aspect of vampires that interests me. The world won't improve unless women take charge.
You're obviously a clever woman with a good...
Is it not true of every high position? To change...
Tell me,
I
Charlotte.
won't give up. You have no idea how determined I am, sir. I may contract a deadly disease. I may throw myself under a carriage just to be saved by her sweet kiss.
That's a disturbing answer, young lady. And the worst part of it is, I know you speak the truth.
There are less dangerous ways, Doctor. Instead of throwing myself under a horse like Emily Davison, I could just throw myself into your arms.
Stop playing this game at once.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reed.
Your mother has refused to turn you into a vampire.
Each time we argue, Mother...
Your mother has walked this earth.
But why shouldn't I be allowed to...
It's your mother.
I love my mother, and have accepted...
Does it bother you?
No. Whoever I was when I was born, I am now Charlotte Ashbury. It hurts as much as it makes me proud to know that's the name my mother will read on my tombstone.
Goodbye, Charlotte.
She's been...
Ça j'ai déjà visité et... Mince. Ok. Ah bah il est là. Là, il y a quoi ici? Ah oui, ça c'est chez moi. Lui, je le connais pas.
Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor. Well, I must admit it's good to...
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Welcome to my humble shop.
How is the situation?
Life is good and peaceful.
Are you not concerned?
Oh, I'm sure the authorities would take the appropriate measure if the danger were that high.
You cannot expect...
Well, that's news then. But I can't believe that things are that bad.
Is it not a little too late to be trading?
On the contrary, it is the perfect hour. Believe me, my friend, it is always at night that you meet the most fascinating characters.
But what about the epidemic? The bombs and raids? And all the random violence?
Please, sir, this is London, England. We will prevail. And if a bomb must fall on my shop, then I'll be there to hear it falling.
So you prefer to work at night?
Oh, I also enjoy a sunny day like everybody else. But the night always has a certain je ne sais quoi of its own.
What can you tell me?
I recently found the...
Finding...
Oh, I have...
I must
Really?
Do you have any family nearby?
Not since my parents died. I'm London's lone gourmet.
Really?
I'm afraid the real hedonist has to be...
London?
I use that...
I may have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell.
Where shall I eat tonight?
Bon bah c'est parti pour le club Ascalon. C'est là non? Non non c'est pas là. C'est où? Ah c'est là. Ah oui. Je fouille un peu avant. Non, je vois rien.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
Mais donc.
There has been quite a battle here. I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Ah. C'est un carnage.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
Le club Ascalon est une association de gentlemen qui vise secrètement à protéger les intérêts de la couronne. Tous les membres du club doivent posséder une bonne ascendance et des valeurs morales irréprochables. Accepte les membres mortels qui seront placés sous observation et jugés en tant que candidats à l'immortalité. Objectif, imposer des traditions et des conduites respectables au sein de la bonne société vampirique. Promouvoir et étendre l'hégémonie de l'Angleterre Élite de la société... Et nous sommes l'élite de la société britannique. Blablabla, blablabla, blablabla. On était là-bas au fond, la porte. Sortie de zone. Ok. Donc ça, j'ai déverrouillé cette porte, très bien. Bon, bah faut aller rencontrer les gens à l'étage. Faut l'avoir, hein. Clé du sous-sol. Ils sont là. Une dague de qualité. Elle absorbe. D'accord.
It's locked, all right.
Good evening. We repel the intruders for now.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Here, here, here.
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
She's a close friend.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why have you asked me here?
Because the crisis is escalating. Our enemies, the Guard of Plook'N, have even launched an open hunt. The only way to calm things down is to put an end to the epidemic.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept, I have so many.
Please ask.
What does it mean?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members, and I do appreciate obedience.
What is the ask?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight to ever.
What does Ascalon?
Ascalon was the lance we...
William Marsh?
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours.
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
I agree to join.
This is good news.
My initiation.
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation. Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
That went well.
You have the makings.
I was, though.
So why did you...
Straight to the point again, young...
I'm listening.
According to my spies, you have
Do you know...
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider...
As long as you reveal nothing of the club.
You were spot...
Not personally. Fergal?
No, I mean, what?
No. He was a...
You do know...
Yes.
Will you bear it?
Of course not.
You were spying?
Not per...
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of France...
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Doctor.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Plook'N has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Skulls.
Skulls are hostile vectors of contagion. That is a fact. But first and foremost, they are victims.
I agree, Dr. Reed. Most of the new Skulls who roam the streets at night used to be good British citizens. But they must be put down nevertheless.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member...
Outside almost every night, coordinating our defenses. Such an example.
Lord Redgrave can play with the brave all he wants, but I won't put a foot outside until the Plook'N end their hunt.
Good evening, Doc.
It's quite unsettling.
Do not be alarmed.
May I ask who you...
Why would you be...
Well, as you seem to be the only man in...
Ah, vampire sense...
Are you a man?
Yes, I am.
What can you...
It's not really my place to give you...
Are you...
Personally, I can sit...
Are you not...
Sir, it's for that very reason that I joined the club in the first place.
So you asked for membership?
I have been a member of many clubs in many countries. But I must admit, this one is my favorite.
Is not...
My dear Dr. Reed, I have spent years and a fortune precisely to gather that kind of information.
What can you...
I would not dare speak of our chairman without his consent.
Mr. Dawson? Of
A
Dawson?
withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson?
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. to cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
What do you know about the Guard of Plook'N?
I should not say this, but I admire their commitment.
Would you help?
No. There is a time for such...
But they are
not my...
What is the situation?
I am sure Lord Redgrave will enlighten...
Money cannot solve every problem.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will.
What is your plan?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a wall. A formidable, unscalable wall to isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
But that would segregate the rich from...
Our only course of action...
Are you not mistaking...
Why do you care? Are you not... Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Doctor.
I know we're facing a crisis, but I'm shocked no one took the time to clean up the mess inside the club since we were attacked.
I must admit the Guard of Plook'N impressed me. They must have spent years preparing their plan.
Bon, on va essayer de trouver la porte qui mène au sous-sol. Il faudrait parler à lui là. Il est où là?
Welcome to the
Il veut pas nous parler.
Dr. Reed.
Ah mais non, ça c'est la porte de l'extérieur. Ah, c'est celle-là. Passage secret. En tant que membre du club Ascalon, nous essayons toujours de respecter les règles de savoir-vivre. Nous sommes à tous égards des membres de la bonne société, parfois même des personnalités publiques. Les orgies et les bains de sang ne nous procurent aucun plaisir, contrairement à ce que nos adversaires prétendent. Et si l'un d'entre nous se faisait surprendre à participer à l'un de ces actes immoraux et caricaturaux, nous lui jetterions l'opprobre qu'il mérite. Et qu'en est-il du sang? Qu'en est-il de son utilisation à des fins récréatives? Comment nier l'extase que nous procure cette ambroisie écarlate? Avec quel autre breuvage pourrions-nous lever nos verres comme le fait toute confrérie qui se respecte? Pour répondre à cette question délicate, la ligne de conduite du club est la suivante. Tant que l'enveloppe mortelle originale n'est pas amenée entre nos murs, chaque membre est libre de boire ce que bon lui semble, pour son propre usage ou pour partager ce breuvage avec des amis. Buvez ce que vous voulez, faites ce que vous voulez de l'enveloppe originale, mais jamais dans l'enceinte du club, à moins que je ne l'autorise personnellement pour les grandes occasions, bien évidemment. Il n'y a rien dans ce truc. Tout.
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire. I'm investigating the source of the...
Infection. Infection.
And where is this?
West of the park. Not very far. A big house with no sound, no light, no life left.
I must go now.
Rats. Tasty rats.
Non, attends, qu'est-ce qu'elle m'a
I'm
dit?
investigating...
Infection.
And where is...
West of the park.
À l'ouest du
Not
parc,
that far. A
la
big
grande maison
house
silencieuse
with
sans lumière.
I must go now.
C'est quoi le parc, c'est ça? Ah, c'est là. Non, je l'ai raté encore. Ah non, faut faire tout le tour. Ouais, et les missions secondaires, là, elles sont où? Ça, c'est où? Ah oui, ça, c'est... Ah bah là, tiens, là. J'en ai vu un de restaurant, là.
I'm sure Kaloon Russell has no interest in such a conventional menu.
Émilie, elle est où? Non, je vais aller la voir. De toute façon, il faut reparler à tout le monde. Elle peut me parler maintenant.
Hello again, John.
Ah,
Forgive me.
mince. Ah, mais zut. Ah.
Jonathan.
I'm
so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
It's a pleasure to see you.
So you were
How is the...
probably outside.
How have you been since...
I've done my duty. Like all...
I understand. Luck...
Yes, and it's also true.
Have you...
You mean except for your
Why is my return...
It's more an unexpected happy...
Thank you, Venus.
I wish I could have assisted at the
There's no need to apologize.
No, it's not. I am.
Venus.
Everyone laughs at Clarence now. And they avoid me because they believe I share his insane opinions.
I'm
The McPhersons. I heard.
They could just be afraid of getting...
Perhaps you're right.
Goodbye,
I'm so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
Ok, donc là elle m'a donné l'indice pour la mission principale. En même temps je vais piller sa maison. Ok, donc ils dépensent tout l'argent.
It's locked, all right.
Du coup, elle est en galère. Non. Je suis pas allé tout en bas là.
Jonathan.
Merde.
What do you...
Ouais. Elle m'a tout dit.
You know that you are always welcome here. But at this hour of night?
Comment je remonte? Ah.
No invitation is needed to enter this building. That can't be a good sign. No sign of a struggle. It seems Charlotte's friend knew the killer and let him in.
Voilà, donc là c'est la mission d'Emily, la copine de Charlotte.
Emily wanted to become a vampire. Something must have gone wrong. Someone is responsible for this mess. But who?
Où elle est alors? Ah non, pourtant. Fouiller la pièce. Merde, j'ai pas bien fouillé. Oh putain.
Hello, Vina.
Hello. You know that you are always welcome here. But at this hour of night? Ah,
Blood. I should follow the trail.
ok. Ah bah je crois qu'elle est là, Emily.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question.
I'm the Marquis de Bois-Colombes, and I strongly invite you to find your own game, sir.
I appreciate the invitation, but I'm here to solve the mystery concerning the death of a young woman killed by a vampire.
A young woman killed by a vampire? Oh,
And who...
I am Jacques-Michel Guillaume.
You're French.
I was born in France, sir, but I consider myself a traveler of the...
Dear cut...
We could be of the same blood, my dear.
What do you do?
I recently decided to visit London. I've always dreamed of visiting a city on the verge of collapse. Such a delicate, yet intense spectacle.
You take pleasure from others' misery.
I have been a totally depraved and immoral creature since the day I was reborn, sir. And probably before.
What do you plan to do here?
Take pleasure. Take pictures. Enjoy the show. Have fun. Believe me, I won't be the only foreign immortal.
I followed the trail of blood from her room to here.
Oh, you're referring to that young woman. Yes, the meeting turned messy. I'm afraid I ruined my last redingote.
So you admit you murdered her?
I admit nothing, my good sir.
What happened?
She wanted to become one of us. Not the first time I have received such a proposal, but I must admit her...
And then what?
Her body rejected my blood. It...
I believe you.
Oh, Emily was her name.
Yes, I suppose.
And so can you.
Good evening.
And
I have found...
I can handle the...
Your friend was planning...
My mother told me...
No.
I should never have talked to Emily about vampire.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this
A
district.
few days ago...
Where is it? Goodbye, Charlotte.
She's been...
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you.
Do you really...
Money isn't important. Not important when it is a matter of life and death. That is what my dear Venus cannot understand.
I can't believe I'm telling you this, but if warning people is that important...
Don't you think I tried?
People would...
I understand my wife's
Clarence.
I have to warn everybody about them. They've killed thousands of people already.
Vampires in London?
I'm not mad, Jonathan.
Clarence, you need to shut up.
Now you...
I'm
Infection?
Yes? What about the malaria?
Not enough noise for a big...
You need some rest.